Live. Hey, slash SoulLevel Gaming here, and today I'm here with one of my great friends, Hayden, also known as Legendary Zero on YouTube. How you doing, Hayden?
I'm doing great, thanks. It's nice
Yeah.
to be here.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think I'd be doing a collab video so early, but hey, we should definitely do more videos like this, and yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Uh, Yeah, so we're here today to talk about Obviously, as you can see in the background, we're talking about Minecraft Steve in Smash, and I made a video yesterday. It was just or whatever, I don't know, a couple days ago. Kind of just my thoughts, basically, of what we'd seen of the reveal. But today, Sakurai actually showed off the character, and we're just going to be talking about like what we think and just yeah. So Hayden, you wanna get us started?
Yeah, sure. So, earlier on Friday, like Friday at 10 a.m., at least Eastern Standard Time, Mr. Sakurai, the god of Smash, dropped the biggest bomb in the history of the DLC upon us. And needless to say, like the internet was shocked, I was shocked. So, what was like your initial reaction?
So my initial reaction was that because from what I know, right, just before I say my reaction, like there's some people who are hating this. There's some people who love it. For me, I'm kind of in the middle, but I'm also more towards being hyped about it. Because like especially after seeing the gameplay, my initial reaction was just kind of like, "Holy shit! They actually put Steve in this game!" Like, because for the longest time, it was just kind of a joke, right? Like everyone was just saying, "Oh, haha, Steve in Minecraft. I want Steve in. I want Minecraft Steve in Smash Bros. Ha ha ha! Funny meme." But it actually happened, and he looks like he's going to be fun based off of what we saw today. And I will say, I'm definitely more excited for this guy than I was for Byleth and Min Min. And really, the only reason why I'm not like over the moon is just because um, I thought like yeah, Steve from Minecraft would be cool, but he's not one of the characters that I was like, oh man, I'd be insanely hyped for. But I am excited though, to say the least. So that's kind of my reaction. It was more of being like surprised and also excited at the same time, and just shocked that it's actually happening.
Yeah, like I never thought about it in a million years that Steve from Minecraft of all games would be joining Super Smash Bros. I was just thinking that it was kind of like a pipe dream, just kind of like a funny joke, like the rest of us. Like,
Yeah,
like it's just kind of a funny joke. We'll see what happens, and then it actually happens, and I was just like sitting there, like, are you serious? A meme is in Smash Bros. But like,
yeah.
this is honestly the most excited I've been for any DLC fighter ever. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay,
really.
wow.
Cause like this is like the only real character I have an actual like connection with. Like this is I've never like played Persona 5. I didn't really like Dragon Quest. Never even heard of Terry prior to Smash Bros. Like
Yeah,
it
and then Byleth is just Fire Emblem again.
yeah.
um, and Min Min. Did you ever play Arms, Hayden?
Yeah, I played ARMS for like 1 hour and then never touched the game again.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of. I played Arms back when it came out, but it was whatever. It was fun though. It's cool. But yeah, like I can see that. Like for me personally, I didn't when Joker came out. I didn't have a personal connection. Like I had never played Persona at that time when Joker first was released. Well, actually, no, I did play it, but I only played like the first dungeon of Persona 5 at the time, and then I just didn't touch it for a really long time. I only just like a couple of weeks ago beat and also got the platinum trophy for Persona 5 Royal. So like back when Joker came out, I didn't have that connection. Now I do. That's love that game. It's one of the best RPGs I've ever played. That's why part of the reason why I have Joker as my profile picture. But then for what was next? We had Dragon Quest. It was the hero. I never played Dragon Quest at that time. I got Dragon Quest 11 and I haven't played it in a while. And Banjo-Kazooie was the one that I was like really hyped about. Because I love Banjo-Kazooie. It's a great game. I completed the first one and I'm gonna get to the second one whenever I get to it. As for Terry, I'm in the same boat as you, Hayden. I had never played or never even heard of him before he was announced for Smash.
Yeah, like it's just like really weird. Like I wasn't even sure if like what I was seeing was like a mod or like was it like just like a dream that I have to wake myself up next morning. Like, but Sakurai somehow actually did it, and like this is something I never thought about and something I never considered seriously. But now that it's here, like I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm for it too, man. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not over the moon or anything, but I'm excited and I'm for it. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. I mean, the Chad Sakurai has turned the meme into reality. It's no longer a dream. It's no longer a pipe dream that people make fun of. It's actually in the game, and it looks really cool. And so now we're going to talk about what we thought of like today's presentation, which was and showed all of. So what did you think about all his stuff, Hayden? I guess let's just start with his smash attacks first.
So he's got the sword, like he's got the butter knife, especially like.
I don't even think that was a smash attack. I think that was just his flurry attack, and you can like run with it, which is really cool.
Yeah, like he's got his neutral, like he can move while using his neutral, like a lot like Mega Man, like how Sakurai pointed out. And I thought that's pretty cool. Like it kind of emulates how in Minecraft you only have that basic attack, and you can just swing your sword one way. But then, like also like you pointed out in the Java edition, you can charge up your sword for a more powerful attack, and that's kind of like how the smash attacks work.
Yeah, and he had the down smash where it's like a lava bucket. I think his up smash was like the magma block. Then he had the his side smash was it was just his charged sword attack, right?
Yeah.
But the fact too that like before we get into his specials and his grabs and his aerial, like the fact that they had to reconfigure all the stages to allow Steve to place blocks down, and also they had to take into consideration what biome each stage would be, like that's just insane to me. I mean, this probably has to be the hardest Sakurai has. Thinking of his moveset alone probably took him forever.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to say, I also wanted to say that his tilt attack, or not his tilts, his did we see his tilts? I can't remember if we did.
Not really. We didn't see much of his tilts. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't even remember his tilts. If I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if we did see his tilts, but anyways, probably just really quick attacks. His specials are crazy, and he has like the minecart thing, and he has the TNT block with the pressure plate. Then he has his neutral, like when you jump, his building, and he has. It's crazy. Like this character is going to be so unique to play as. It's going to be insane.
There's like literally no other character like it, and like it's a perfect representation of what Minecraft is all about. Like getting all the materials and making the most of what you have. Like I think that part was like especially was really implemented really well.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like how, like, his grab, like, for example, like, it uses the fence to trap the opponent. He uses the pistons to launch them up or down. It's like, it's perfect.
Yeah, Sakurai really, it's the Smash Brothers
Yeah.
really thought, and did a character that doesn't really fight much. Like all he does to fight is use a sword, but they managed to implement a character like this into a fighting game, and it's just like wow. I don't think something like this has really been done before, and it's just crazy. And I think that it was really smart how use all your resources up, like as you're building, or as you can upgrade your tools, which is really cool. The only thing that I am personally concerned about with this character is like, are you gonna have to worry about getting materials so much that you're not going to be able to concentrate as much on the actual fight? That's my only concern about the character.
Yeah, from the looks of it, like, you get the materials relatively quickly. And if you, it just like, if you want a stronger item, you just need to get more time to mine. Um, and like, yeah, like the power scales with the amount of material, like the power of like the normal attacks, the smash attacks, like it scales with the items that you have. And
Didn't he also say that when you make like maybe I misunderstood, he made it seem like if you make one diamond tool, all your tools are diamond, for
yes,
example, or like
that
if you
that
make a stone tool.
that's exactly how it works.
Really? That's okay. So yeah, that actually makes it a lot faster too. And I guess yeah, even though that is kind of a worry of mine, I think you could still manage, right? Because you could at the beginning of a match you could start doing it, and then if your opponent approaches you, knock them back, do it a little more, or if you're playing, or get like a smash attack off and launch them off the stage, and then you'll have some time.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing in a group of more than just two people, then if there's always going to be times in matches like that where you're not being focused on really.
Yeah.
So you can use that to get your materials. And honestly, I think the most broken part about this character is the blocks themselves, because the fact that you can place blocks in thin air, which is honestly that you can't even do that in Minecraft. I mean, yeah, you can, but you can't. There has to be something under it first, and then you have to break the thing that's under it, and then it'll float in the air. But in this, it's just like, yeah, all you do is just you place blocks in thin air. So, as we saw in the video, I mean, you can literally just place blocks down and block your opponent as they're coming back to the stage. Yeah. Absolutely broken. And you can probably use it as like a ledge guarding tactic as well, because I assume if you built blocks right on the edge, they're not going to be able to grab it if there's a block there. And I mean, this character honestly looks like if you knock someone else off the stage, you're screwed. Like, yeah. That person is screwed.
Like, the fact that like you can stand on your own block and then like do a smash attack while on that block, like, this allows for a lot of versatility when like edge guarding opponents. There's like so many crazy edge cards you can set up. Like, if you put down a block and you try to launch them into that block, they can fail to tech it and bounce off in the direction you want.
Yeah, this character is gonna have so much creativity, which is perfect considering the fact that it's Minecraft, and Minecraft is pretty much all about creativity and survival.
Yeah, like,
so
and I feel like that creativity extends really well into the special moves. So let's go talk about that one.
Yeah. So I brought up I think I brought up the minecart already, and the TNT. And I did bring up his building. We just talked all about his building, but yeah, the minecart, the building, what was his down special? No, his down special was TNT.
Yep.
So really, the only special we didn't talk about was the Elytra.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
elytra, at first it looked like it's a lot more suited for horizontal recovery. And that makes sense considering that Steve and Alex can like mine, like they can, I can create blocks wherever they want. So it just
Yeah.
allows like for different options. And like the coolest thing about the elytra is that you can like pretty much be Brawl Meta Knight with that super glide over there. Like
Yeah, basically.
I'm worried we're gonna get some stalling
Um,
shenanigans, like flying underneath the stage and everything.
oh my gosh, yeah, that is fly underneath, place a block, fly, place another block. Yeah, honestly, this Steve might have the most broken recovery in this game. I mean, because the thing is, right, is like even though the blocks like are breaking as you place or like after you place them, they start to break.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just place more blocks, assuming you have the materials. So you can it's going to be insane to see what people are going to do with this
Yeah.
character, and I can't wait. I'm so excited for this character to come out in 10 days
Yeah.
on the 13th. Um, is there
Well,
anything else about this character that you can think of, Hayden,
yeah.
that we
Like
haven't
there's a
really?
lot more I wanted to go like in depth about. So
Yeah, go for it.
like one thing that I noted while like looking at how Steve and Alex can place blocks. Have you ever played Rivals of Aether?
I have not actually, but I know what it is.
So there's this character in that game called Crag, and Crag's up B allows him to create a pillar of rocks that he can stay
Wow.
indefinitely. And I thought that was really interesting because that's a lot like how Steve and Alex can do it. Because and the pillars also break after a set amount of time. The only difference is that Steve and Alex have to create more and more blocks, but they can put them anywhere they want. And then
Yeah.
but like it allows for like a lot of recovery mix-ups, and
Right.
it doesn't give them actual like height unless they actually place the block there.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's see. I was gonna.
And speaking of block height, there's also a limit to like how far and how high they can place the
Yeah.
blocks.
That's what it was. I was just gonna mention that.
So like that
So I was
is
gonna.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah. There's a limit, but it really isn't that bad of a limit. You have
Yeah.
quite a lot of room to work with in terms of the limit. And that just made me realize, what if there's a limit to how low you can build blocks too? Maybe that is how they'll control stalling. Or if it's not there when he first comes out, maybe they'll nerf him by making it so you can't build blocks below a certain point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean, he just has a lot of cool stuff, and his aerials. We didn't really talk about aerials yet. We saw he has like his, I forget what his back air was. It
His
was
back
like
air
a.
was just a swing with his pickaxe. His forward air was pretty much the Mario funny forward area, the dunk.
What about his neutral air?
That was just
An
like
up
a regular
air.
sword swing.
Okay, and his up air was also a
That was the axe.
swing. Okay, and then he had
The
his
down
down air,
air.
which is the anvil,
Yeah.
and yeah, looks pretty good. His grabs also look really. The fact that his minecart also just going to be is going to be and
Like the minecart can just trap opponents right where they are, and like
it's going to be. Can't
being
wait for
able
this
to send
character to
people off
come
the
out.
stage with
Honestly,
that, if they can't
the
match
higher
fast enough, that's
percentage.
huge.
Yeah, it's going
And
to be like.
like
Oh, go
deciding
ahead.
whether or not to use the powered rail is also pretty important. Like with the gold.
Yeah, I wonder. That was something that I was wondering about. Like, does it automatically make the powered rail if you have gold and redstone, or does it?
I think so. I don't think you get an option if.
Okay, yeah. I assume that's how it is, since he said that you're using your strongest materials when you're crafting stuff, but then for building, it's yeah.
Yeah. And I wonder, like, if the Steves will, like, start with blocks, like, will they have to mine at the very beginning in order to be able to place blocks?
I think that they're gonna have to mine, but maybe they'll start with something. Who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of mining, the fact that the materials you mine change based on the stage, that is really interesting.
Oh,
And if you're not using Omega and Battlefield forms, counterpicking stages for materials is going to be absolutely huge and essential to competitiveness
yeah,
for these two characters.
yeah. One thing that I was that I'm wondering is like I wonder if the announcer is gonna say Steve, or if he's gonna say Minecraft Steve. I'm guessing it'll be the former. I'm guessing he'll just say Steve.
Yeah. But like speaking of the different like things the announcer's gonna say, so we got Steve, we got Alex, but we also got
Enderman,
the zombie
zombie.
and the Enderman.
I wonder if he'll say those too. Like if you use the skin, I wonder if he'll change what he says based
I,
on the skins. That'll be
I
interesting.
think he will because on the Smash Bros. Official site, it changes the name of the character depending on
It's
like what
true.
mob it is. So
That is true.
and
Wait, yeah,
yeah, so the Enderman looks a little bit cursed, honestly.
yeah.
Like
He's so tiny.
yep, tiny little legs.
Yep.
And another thing that's even more cursed is that like you can actually see the real Enderman in the back of the stage at nighttime, so it's gonna just look really weird.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like an Enderman skin, right? It's not like the
Yeah.
actual Enderman. And the zombie is. You can say the same for the zombie. Just always looks like Steve, just zombified.
Yep.
So
So
yeah,
now that
and
we've like
Alex is like the girl Steve.
yeah, like Alex is pretty much it's the skin I'm gonna use. I actually use Alex in Minecraft, so
Oh really?
yeah. I don't know why. I like once they like revealed Alex like back in 1.7, I guess 1.7 of Minecraft.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not sure. At least that's like when I started playing again. And they had the Alex skin. I was like, ooh, this is new. I'll try that. And ever since, I've just used Alex.
Yeah, I can't blame you. I mean, Steve, even though he's like the classic, it is nice to have something else. Although I usually use more customized skins. I don't usually use either of them, but when I play Minecraft, but I don't really play Minecraft much anymore. I pretty much play it like once in a blue moon with some friends or something. But other than that, I don't really play it anymore. And the footage in the background right now, my video is Final Smash, and I think we should talk about that next. So,
Oh
Hayden,
yeah,
what did you think about Steve's Final Smash?
probably one of the best Final Smashes.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say that it's one of the best, but I will say it's perfect for this character. Like, just you get shoved into this house of boom, as it's called, and there's just TNT and creepers, and you know, shoves you in there with a piston, blows up, and then eats a steak right in front of you to taunt you. Like that's just perfect.
Yeah.
So good.
One thing I find interesting is that they extensively used steak, like in the trailer, in the taunt, and like in the Final Smash. And I think that's interesting because in PvP battles, like in Minecraft, cooked steak is one of the best items to have on hand to eat in order to regain health because it restores like one of the most hunger.
So what you're thinking that he's going to restore health too,
Well,
with
I just think like
maybe?
that was just kind of like a tongue-in-cheek reference to how PvP players use steak all the time.
Yeah, probably is what it is. But imagine if it heals you too after you use your final smash. That'd be just broken as hell if they
Yep.
did that. Um.
Speaking of
Oh,
broken, those TNT explosions, if you're using computer edition of Minecraft, like Java edition, that would lag up your computer.
yeah, that would, yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a not that beefy computer, then yes. But if you have like a decent computer and there's not too much TNT, like there's not like a million blocks of TNT, literally, then yeah, I think even beefy computers that can just crash your Minecraft or
Yeah.
computer.
Um,
Yeah.
so the TNT that like Steve and Alex can use like in their down special, like what I thought was interesting is like where you can place the pressure plate, and whoever triggers the pressure plate gets less knockback than who else is causing the explosion.
Yeah,
So like you
that's
can
really
intentionally
interesting.
jump on the pressure plate and set it off by yourself if you want.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that you can also, but I mean either way, that's still great because you can place pressure plate next to it. You know, hit it right when your opponent's there. You'll take some damage. Just play it safe. You know, pull back. Redstone, activate it. Takes the damage and pretty. Is there anything else you can think of, Hayden, in terms of what else we want to talk about with this character?
Sure, like the building mechanics, all of the blocks break at the exact same speed regardless of like what block it's made out of. So,
Really, I thought the iron actually broke slower.
I get. I'll just have to look at the footage again and see how that works. But
Yeah, maybe it's just the iron,
yeah.
since it's your valuable material.
But now that we're done talking about the character, why don't we talk about that stage? What do you think?
Oh yeah, the stage. I actually really like the stage. I like how it's it has like different versions, which is just really cool. And I'm assuming that you'll get the different biomes even when you're using you'll randomly get the different biomes even when you're using Omega or Battlefield. That's what I assume. But I really like the stage. I think it fits for Minecraft and looks very Minecrafty.
Yep.
Well, it is. But I like it. What about you?
Yeah, I think like the destructible environments are cool, like the day to night transition, and the fact that like villagers will run to their homes. And,
Yeah, there aren't too many stages that have like a day and night transition, is there? There's like, I mean,
Gower
you can't
is
even.
one of them.
Okay.
Battlefield is another.
And I guess, well, Final Destination, you're in space, but it has.
Yeah, you like go from, there's the sun and there's like the boy and everything.
Transitioning background. Yeah, but yeah, I really like the destructibility of the environment.
Yeah,
Just
like,
how fitting it is.
yeah.
Kind of randomized.
One thing that I thought was like cool that it isn't randomized is the placement of all the blocks, like on the floor. So like Steve and Alex
Yeah.
can like get the exact same materials from the exact same spot each time.
Yeah, yep. That will definitely be tough to remember at first. Like, oh, I get more diamonds here than I will in that spot. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm really excited. Oh, the spirits! That's right, the spirits. And in the video, they didn't show all the spirits, but I'm pretty sure, Ender Dragon and Wither are gonna be spirits. Like, probably the harder ones. But yeah,
Zombies, creepers,
skeletons, endermen, slimes. Yeah, lots of. It's gonna be cool. I mean, I always like collecting the spirits.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. And this character is just this character is just gonna be. I also think it's really how you can use other people's crafting tables if there's more Steves in the game.
Yeah, and being able to like teleport your crafting table to where you are, that can like destroy the campers.
Yeah,
Just like, oh, you're guarding my crafting table? How foolish! I'll just put it over
definitely.
here.
Yeah. So,
But I feel like
let's see. I
characters
can't.
of every archetype are gonna have trouble against Steve unless they can get in quick and prevents them, like Steve or Alex, from actually like attacking or building more materials. Like if they can like
Yeah.
overwhelm them with attacks, then Steve and Alex are gonna have trouble.
Yeah, definitely. But even so, I mean, they, like I said, if they're being overwhelmed, they can, knock back. Like, let's say, they run out of materials and then their opponents are rushing them or something. They could always, you know, smash attack them and get some distance and then use that time to get some materials and then do stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that is going to be the hardest part about this character, just managing all your resources and how other people are going to try to prevent you from doing that.
Yep.
Uh,
And the little resource bar at the bottom is pretty helpful, but other people can
yeah,
see it so they can know what material to prevent you from getting.
exactly. I do think that Steve is, at least for me, right? Because I mean, Hayden, you know this, but I'm just going to explain this for the viewers, is that with Hero from Dragon Age, like, he's fun, right? But the problem that I have with him is I spend way too much damn time focusing on trying to get good spells instead of, focusing on the fight. But with Steve, I don't think I'll have as much of a problem. Like, I'll get my materials, but I think I'll still be able to focus more on the fight than I do with the Hero.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing that like I also just want to mention really quick, PK Fire, but Steve's downstroke, like oh no, that's gonna be hell
Oh
for
yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh.
like being able to stop projectiles and blocks. I wonder if Steve will ever like run out of blocks at all.
I think he does. Well, yeah, he does actually. If you run out of materials, that's like the block. There's like the block meter. That's basically how many blocks he has left before he has to get more materials. At least I think that's how it works. And yeah, that's gonna be like the key to beating him. And something that I'm also curious about is, like, I wonder if Steve is a lightweight, a heavyweight, or a medium weight. I'm guessing he's like a medium weight.
Yeah. I'd say like medium weight too.
Yeah.
But one thing that isn't so great is the jump. Like little Matthew higher jump.
His double jump is good though. But yeah, his initial jump is so that's why he has the Elytra.
Yep.
He has the Elytra. He has that god tier recovery, and he has stuff to play some. So I mean, it's pretty much covered on both the horizontal recovery and the vertical recovery game.
Yeah. Yeah, just like overall, there's like so much like creativity like oozing from this character, and like I'm just really looking forward to like when like true tournaments start up again, and I can see all the crazy stuff that people do.
Yeah, and one thing that this is kind of a random thing, but if you just crouch with Steve, is that like when he does like the teabag animation or like the crouch animation? Is that?
I think.
Oh no! No, I really hope it's crouching. That'll honestly be really funny, just to
Yeah, his taunts are hopping around and
be an asshole and just teabag.
Yep. Yeah, he can hop around and wave with one of his taunts. He can like crouch with one of the taunts, and then he can stick you.
Oh my gosh, it's just so great. Like, so before we move on, is there anything else you can think of with his characters? I mean, for me, I think we pretty much covered it.
Oh yeah, we forgot the most important part. Cube
Oh,
Kirby.
which is? Oh yeah, how could I forget about the part? Cube Kirby. And I'm guessing that the whole thing with Cube Kirby is like he's gonna be able to place blocks like Steve.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. But how, does that mean he'll have like a limited supply, or will he have infinite blocks when he's in that form? Like that's something they didn't really explain, that I guess we'll just have to find out.
Yep. But I'm glad that like I'm actually kind of glad they didn't drop the character today because now we have time to think about it. Like
Yeah, and one thing I like, I love to, I wish capture card. I'm only able to really record games that are on PC. However, I do plan on getting a capture card. I don't know when that'll happen, but eventually I definitely want to get one. So, sucks that I won't be able to do that, but that was just for me. I mean, what about you, Hayden? I'm pretty sure you don't have a capture card either, right?
no, I do not, but I hope to get one just so I can show off all of my sick Steve teabag.
I mean, I don't want it just on the capture card, so I can just record console games in general because just uh, uh just really want him part out of the video to make it better. I'm gonna cut that part out because I was switching or rewinding the video because it ended already. So I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. But yeah, basically, you know, I don't want a capture card for just for that. I want it for just any of my console games that I want to play and post videos on. What about you, Hayden?
So yeah, I would do the same thing with the capture card. Like I use it for like a lot of things, and they would really be able like to expand my range of content with those.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I think we pretty much covered everything about Steve. And to close off, I'd just like to say, well, before we actually
There's a couple, yeah, there's a
close,
couple more
before we
things I thought of actually. One,
oh, go for it.
the music, like the music seemed really cool, like especially that announcement trailer music. But
Yeah,
what I thought was interesting is that there's no music from the original Minecraft. Like they didn't even try to like remix any of it for Smash.
yeah,
They
that is
all
interesting. But at the same time, I see why, because like I don't know how you would remix some of those.
Yeah, like the end is like a 15-minute song, and it's one of the like probably I would say it's I don't know how to say it, but it's like the most emotional song in the game, and like but that would be like really hard to translate to Smash, even though it's such a cool song.
You kind of lagged. You kind of lagged there. I think I know what you're trying to say. It's like it's relaxed.
Yeah,
That was what Sakurai was saying. Like the basically, the songs in regular Minecraft are too relaxing, and I really don't know how they could remix them,
yeah.
even though I'm sure it's possible.
It is
But
possible
regardless, yeah, the
because
music sounds great.
that announcement trailer theme is actually a remix of a very slow like whatever I think it's like a campsite theme from Minecraft Dungeons. And like if you
Mhm.
listen to the original track, it's like a lot more chill. It's just like
Oh, interesting.
but the Minecraft soundtrack is like so long and so huge that like I understand why they didn't go ahead and use all the songs from there.
Yeah, yeah. So what were the other things that you thought of before I kind of get ready to close this off?
Poor Travis.
I actually saw that, and I mean, so I personally have never actually played the No More Heroes games, but
Me either.
I will say this: I don't think that Travis is as that well of a or that well known of a character. Just from what I know, maybe he is. I don't know, but I'm honestly glad that he's just a me costume
Yeah.
because that means that we can get iconic characters as the hopefully. So is there anything else you wanted to say before kind of say our final things here?
Nope, not really, but like the I guess just like I'm just super happy about Steve being in there. I'm super excited and like Steve really deserved his place in there and Alex. So like
Yeah.
I'm just really happy for all the Minecraft fans out there. all the Steve fans out there. It's just like really exciting and really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's, you know, like I said earlier, like we said earlier, it's just crazy that Sakurai was able to put a character like this into Smash Bros. Like, something like this, to my knowledge, hasn't really been attempted before, and it's just crazy to me, and it's going to be pretty exciting when it comes out. Just, you know, it's going to be a very different character. The thing, you know, some stuff I wanted to say before we close off here, is that, so I actually talked to Hayden about this earlier, but apparently, I guess going forward, you know, for like, oh, who might the next character be, or who, just maybe not the next character, but just one of the next 4 characters might be. So a lot of people really want Master Chief. You know, that's been a thing. People really want Master Chief, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, we have Banjo, that's a Microsoft rep because Microsoft owns Rare. We have Steve now, that's also a Microsoft rep, and, you know, but the thing is apparently, like, the day of the trailer, just, I don't know, in these last couple of days, there were someone from France tweeted to Xbox of France, and, you know, the messages were translated, and the guy basically asked, when will Master Chief come to Smash Bros? And Microsoft or Xbox of France said he's still waiting for his invitation, and that gets me really excited. Like, I don't want to get my hopes too high, but Master Chief is one of those characters that they could put in. He has enough material to work with, and, you know, yes, he's from an M-rated game, but so is Snake, and they made Snake work.
And so is Bayonetta.
Yeah, so is Bayonetta as well. And, you know, they use guns. Joker uses guns as well. I think Joker also M-rated. But, you know, Master Chief is one of video games' most iconic characters, and I think that he deserves a spot in Smash. And that tweet just, you know, gave me some hope that it is possible. Gave me more hope that it's possible.
Yeah, like, if he does get in, that would be huge, and, like, we'd have the holy triforce of Microsoft characters, and that would be just, like, perfect.
Yeah. Yes, it would be perfect. I mean, they need to do it. That's what I'm gonna say. I mean, yes, I am pretty biased because I'm a big Halo fan. Hayden here, I guess you said you only played Halo at, like, a friend's house before, right?
Yeah, I played.
But you haven't, like, really.
I played CE on PC with a bunch of friends at school.
Okay.
I've never actually played, like, Halo on my own, but, like, from what I've seen of it, from what I know of it, it's, like, amazing so far. Like, at least the PvP. I couldn't say anything about the single player campaign, but, like,
the single player.
It is really
fantastic.
Cool. The story is really cool. The, like, amount of weapons that Master Chief has, and the amount of quotes that he has.
Yeah. You know, just come on, like, one of these next 4 characters, Master Chief finishes the fight. Come on, that, please be a reality. Be a reality, please. For me, massive icon in gaming. And yeah, Hayden, to kind of answer your question, I guess, about the story, is, like, the story in Halo, that's obviously Master Chief is from. And the story in the Halo games are just, they're amazing. I mean, at least for the Bungie ones, Halo 4 is kind of a can of worms. So is Halo 5. Me personally, I'm fine with Halo 4's story. Halo 5 had a story. What? It had a story that's I just disregard Halo 5 as oh wait, hold on. I just disregard Halo 5 as even having a story because I hate it that much. But yeah, so just Sakurai, Master Chief finishes the fight. Please make it happen in one of these last four. It can happen. I know it can. But anyways, moving on from that, if you guys enjoyed this video, let us know. Subscribe to Legendary Zero. And, it'd be great if you subscribe to my channel as well.
Yeah, guys.
And
Nick from Soulfire Gaming, like, he makes some, like, SoulLevel. Sorry, oops.
You're good.
He makes some, like, awesome content. Like, his most recent video, besides this one, was him playing Among Us for the first time. That's like the new hot game nowadays, and it's pretty entertaining.
Well, yeah. Well, it was actually my most recent one. My most recent one was actually the Steve one, where I was like,
yeah, that one
kind of, yep. But yeah, I mean, we're both. Hayden has been on YouTube longer than I have been, but from what I've seen of his content, it's also really good. I've only seen one of it, but the one that I did see was really good. It was about Mega Man X, and I only have 5 videos on my channel, so Hayden has more experience than I do. So you guys, support him. It'd be great if you support me. And thanks for watching. If you like the video, you know what to do. And also, I hope that Hayden and I can do another collab like this in the future.
Yeah, totally. I'd totally be down for another collab. But
yeah,
it was really nice having you here and like having a nice discussion about the one and only Blocky Boy.
Yes, yeah. Getting into Smash, like the meme is no longer a dream. It's crazy. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.